guys, Matt Moore's Xbox is back with another video, and in today's video I got Tattletale. This is Tattletale roleplay. Like if you guys had saw, and so right now I'm choosing my character, and it's not the same as the other version of Tattletale, if you guys know of or so, but like that, I think there were like actually a couple of versions. If you guys know, there's like a bunch of there was like a bunch of stuff happening where they were moving around, just different things was going on in the dark and stuff, and so it was kind of fun to play then, because you know it was like you had to survive all these giant bunny rabbits, and like just some stuff. I kind of feel like, you know, it took away from the true chase, or either the running away aspect of this game somewhat, just because, like, you know, sometimes, well, I know they give us the option to do what we normally would do, which is, you know, either choose survival or choose roleplay. But like, you know, it was just fun. Sometimes they would have the options where if you get chased and things, you know, the bunny rabbit would take out somebody. As you can see, when I collected this egg, I got a badge for it. And right now, I'm going in the room. I see all these pictures on the room. There's a bedroom, there's a TV, and there's a fish on the wall. But like, as soon as I tried to click on that fish one, it didn't work. As soon as you see me go over here, guys, I click on the thing and it jump scared me. This is the original jump scare that I'm talking about. Like
that really got out of hand fast.
The thing I actually had saw they had put that in the game as new, because like they didn't have that a few days on in or so before. They just had they had where you would get chased and stuff, and the person would be, I mean, not the person, but you know, the Tattletale mama would come after you. But as you guys can see, they put a bunch of other stuff in the game, and they got a bunch of these. I kind of feel like they always had these type of stuff, but like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of back to normal. But I kind of think, you know, basically it would be better if they had the kind of some of the original running away from type stuff back in the game. That would make it like super creepy and edgy, guys. But like, I will say, the origin of the Tattletale, guys, the origin of the Tattletales with the plush toys. Now, I saw they originally well, these they said they were based off of like true toys. Like they were made in some year almost. But like, I will say that well, they kind of are, but like, it's just I kind of think sometimes that they're connected with Furbies or something, like, you know, basically the Furby ones in the Tattletale game. But like, right now I got a bunch of stuff in the house and things, and like a phone and stuff, and a fridge. I see a table. Like I said, there's a bunch of things that are like in this Tattletale game that would that, you know, it's like from the original. But like, right now The lights are off, and this is kind of the same of the Tattletale game and everything. They just like the light. I mean, they're. I don't know why I have a duck in my hand, guys, but whatever the reason is, but I will say I didn't know where that tricycle came from, and like, cause wait, did they have the tricycle in the original game? Cause I don't know if I remember a tricycle, but I don't know. It could have been in the game. I just didn't know it. But if you go outside, like I could have sworn they have like a swing set, like a play set, but I don't know. It could have been in the original game and everything, guys. But it could have also, been out from the old game. But I would say in the old game, though, they had a little bit more stuff that kind of, the stuff was a little bit too much more scarier than it is, now to see and everything. Like, I don't even think this game really gets revisited a lot, guys. Like, it seemed like there was like a few. Well, there was only a few players usually that be in the game. But like right now in this one, they have like the old stuff somewhat in the game, and so you got these eggs and stuff you collect. The more eggs you collect, the more stuff you can buy with them. Like, well, not buy with them, not buy. That's what they did for the new one. But the more eggs you collect, so in this one, like, well, yeah, I think it was you could buy with them. But like, I will say, they got like a bunch of eggs and stuff you get. You guys will see eventually that when I go here and whatnot. Hold up, guys. So I'll come back eventually and do this in the light, and you guys will see a bunch of like eggs and stuff that I've collected. Well, just one egg in this game that I've collected. But like, they did have where they had a bunch of eggs and stuff that were being collected in this game. And so yes, they still kept that all the same. Everything's the same except for, like I said, the big giant Furbies or whatever, furries or whatever those creatures were that were chasing folks in the dark. It was like some giant bunnies. Like they had those somewhat seen in the game. It was, like I said, I don't know why, bro. Like, why were there some folks were finding it terrifying of giant bunnies running after them in this game. So in the dark, bro, it was just, completely funny, I guess, to me. But like, I still enjoyed it kind of. But yeah, right now you guys can hear the furries say "brush me" and stuff. But back to the origin story. So how this all came about was it was some dark origin story about the Mama Tattletale. She eats tons of ketchup. These ketchup bottles are over here, and so basically in the origin, like, she does some like well, they talk about it in the origin, but like I will say they said she eat tons of ketchup, bro. It's just insane, bro. It's like, what? And so you guys see they got a tattletale seat. They got a bunch of boxes, a bunch of stuff all over the place, and they got a holiday gift gift box and stuff. Now, I didn't know that's a person right there in that Christmas box. So when I went to go and click on the Christmas box, it showed their names and like yeah, their names and stuff. Bro, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, this is like they kind of messed stuff up a little bit in this room, and I don't remember some of this stuff being so all over the place because like in the last games, like they didn't have some of this stuff as much. As a matter of fact, they actually update the game ever so often in the original Tattletale, and just like there was no Christmas tree, but like they would only do it for Christmas though. But like right now would definitely be a no because it's not even that time yet, and so they got all these different things just sitting around in this basically this remake version of the game. This right here, guys, I don't know if they still working on. I don't know if they still might put something secret in this game, maybe, or something down there because like if you guys see and you go up to the bear and stuff right now, like there would be a tiny key sitting here, guys. Like I don't know if we could have the key back in the game, please, because like I go over here, I tried looking for the key, and I couldn't find the key at all, and so basically I go into the house and stuff, and like the key is nowhere over there. But this over here, guys, they got some guy in the bushes, and he's just knocked out or something weird and stuff. Like this is what they had in the original. I mean, in the other the other remade version of the game. But like they had shut this game down because of copyrights, and so when they said they had to shut it down for copyrights, everybody is looking like no, you can't shut this down for copyrights. Well, some people were kind of worrying about that with the game being shut down for copyrights, and a few other people were saying what are we going? I mean, how are we going to run around and stuff? And well, it was just a whole bunch of stuff was happening about this game, and I will say, you guys will see me turn into one of those tattletale creatures. Right now, I'm trying to call help. So yes, I said it right here. I'm dialing help. I'm dialing for help because of these Furbies, and I'm just playing. Like, don't take me seriously, bro. But like right here, somebody turned around for a split second. Oh, you hear that right there, guys? Somebody's laughing. Says there's a bunch of tattletale. Let's see, I'm trying to spell it out. And so I said help, and like we need that meme of the FBI saying, wait, what they say? FBI, open up! They break down the door. Anyway, it would be funny. But right now, as you guys can see, I run over here and I go pick up this brush. But every time a Furby says brush me and whatnot, I think of that brush, because you know why? Maybe in the origin, guys, there was a version where the dude, he picks up, where some person picks up a brush and starts brushing the tattletale, and they also made it where you can't die out in the fire in the game. And so right now, guys, it all just seems to somewhat connect in with maybe what the origin and stuff, like maybe why they got a bunch of, well, reason why they got a bunch of ketchup, just like if you guys can imagine, or we could you can see the origin of how this all started and stuff, and you can see like some other reviewings of the Tattletales and stuff, and they should explain, like basically everything. Well, I don't know. I feel like they might explain, because you'll see a lot of stuff in the background that it's kind of the same, but like you might see these big giant bunny rabbits that were in the game before, and some other stuff that were in the game before. But like I said, they done took them most of this stuff out and whatnot, and then they got the game. Well, they trying to get the game back to normal, but it's like I said, it's kind of the same, I guess, to me, but like it's kind of not really a game to me, guys. So I said I'm trying. Well, right now, guys, I'm about to turn into a tattletale, guys, and you'll see what my dude would look like. But yes, this is another game by some of the people who are doing the tattletale stuff. Now I don't know. Like I said, there was some like stuff happening with the original dude who did the tattletale, the old tattletale game. But I would say it's like they kind of went and they started over and stuff. But like, what does that have to do with the tie-ins of the the what was that, copyright complaints, bro? I could have sworn this place got shut down for copyright. But like, to be honest with you, I mean, I ain't really even complaining, bro, because like I know, bro. Like I said, bro, whenever they got something good going, and then you see a whole bunch of people complaining about, like I said, copyright stuff, well, maybe not. Well, I wouldn't really say that, bro. Okay, because I'm trying to have a kind of I can kind of see a balance in between the two, maybe. You got, but I don't know. I still feel like, maybe if it was how it was before, and we still had maybe the original game and some other stuff maybe put in the game that were just kind of put up so from before. Like if we had the giant rabbits happening in the game and everything again, and then we had the other stuff where they were able to take out some folks maybe happening. Now I don't even know. Now I did see what happened in the old game, where if you try to sign up for PvP, they will come over and they will take out your character in a heartbeat. So it was just kind of funny. So for like the old game, now guys, look at that. Now their eyes don't look the same as the other tattletale. I mean the other mama toy I just saw a few minutes ago. Now I don't know what it was, guys, but like when I saw them, they jump scared me, and yeah, I just didn't know what was like I guess it was because I couldn't see their name tag, but like I could have sworn the mama tails stuff, like their eyes look different. Is that right, or did they look exactly like hers? Like, cause I don't know. Like, I could have sworn that right there. As you see, they got some type of thing they sit on that has the word tattletale. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's a charging station, because I do feel like these are well, you guys will see these are toys, and well, basically they put them in presents and stuff, but I still feel like this was an update from last maybe a Christmas or something on Tattletale. I feel like, because if you guys notice, um, if you guys notice, they wouldn't they didn't do that in the last Tattletale game. I could have sworn they just would leave it as blank, where no you get no boxes, none of that stuff would happen. But they they did have these boxes that the Tattletales used to come out of, and basically they were like toy boxes. And I feel like maybe in the origins, maybe they shipped them to a bunch of kids, and maybe when they shipped it to a bunch of kids, well, maybe not shipped it, but they did something where they gave, where a bunch of kids, either they found them or they got them maybe off of shelves and stuff, and possibly opened up the Tattletale boxes, and that's how the Tattletales and stuff came about. But like, I will say in another video you will see the boxes, but be be uh be warned though, they don't look the same as they were before, but like they were the boxes. But like, this game is still trying to get the factory to be put in the game, so I'm just going to fast track you guys to the boxes, and just show you guys immediately what the boxes that look like. But later on, you might see an update where we have maybe an actual pop-up of the boxes, and how the boxes had designs like tattletales and stuff on them. But I will say though, they got kind of the bases down on the Tattletale game, but I would like to see maybe if they added a few, maybe a bunch more Tattletales, and possibly big bunny rabbit Tattletales, bro, and maybe have them run around in the game or so late at night. It would be very creepy, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I kind of liked how it was before, because people were running away. They were like, "What is that? What is," like, a bunch of people were like, I tried to go to the factory, guys, but it says coming soon, and the kaleidoscope is coming soon. So I had to go to play the dark house. Now in the dark house though, I clicked it, but like then I realized, like, I don't know, it could have just been about maybe some dark things just running around and stuff while we running around in the game. Possibly like, there's like these, well, not dark things, but just these statues and stuff you gotta collect. These are like fairies and stuff and whatnot, but whenever you collect one, it sounds like that. So I'm not really going to pick up a lot of them, bro, because you guys can already see. Like, I don't know, when I picked it up, it sounded normal at first, but then it's like some weird creepy laugh, and I'm like, ooh, just like, but like, in this game, bro, you cannot go out the back door. You can only go to the front and go downstairs. You can go to the other rooms. So yeah, you guys will see there's a door over here, and over here they play a radio, and so the radio has some weird stuff on it. Sound like a voice, but I don't really know what that is. Anyway, over here there's a bunch of bones and stuff just having some knife. Like, there's a door, and I don't really know what's even inside those rocks, but whatever it is, you know. Over here though, guys, we can go in this. That's a good thing, guys. Over here, we can go in here. There's like, yeah, I didn't know it was down in here, guys, but like as you can see, it says something about the creature hungers, and if you don't see, there's a tiny door over there, and there's like a picture, the TV's flashing, and there's like a you know, other picture. There's now there it says nightmare will come true. I mean, and so right now there's like somebody down in the ground and whatnot, and so yeah, I was like, ooh, you know what? Now, one other thing I noticed is we can't go outside even further than we could before. I would say before, guys, in the dark house, they just did it where we could just, you know, go all over the place in the front yard. But yeah, it was just completely crazy though. I would say the first one was very good, kind of a little bit, because like we run around and stuff, and so yeah. Now there's a few voice lines in here. Maybe she might say them in the origins. I feel like the reason why they put her stuff like how they did or so is because, you know, maybe she's the one who did the eggs. Maybe, you know, maybe this thing right here, the mama tail had you know, made these eggs, and now everybody's finding all eggs around and whatnot just appearing. Now they say in Roblox it's just appearing, but like, I don't know, because if you look over in her stuff, the voice lines, it says something about the eggs, and so yeah, she says everything about eggs somewhat. If you guys can see, then she will say, "Here are your eggs," and so that makes, now that's the original sound right there. So yeah, it may be back to normal, and see, this is what I mean. She was always around ketchup, guys, and so yeah, as you can see, I went down there with a ketchup bottle, and you know, she was like right there by the ketchup, and so right there, guys, that "here are your eggs," you know, like that right there, if you guys can see, is the exact reason why I think maybe she did the eggs. But I will say, if you need more proof, then like you know, like I said, I don't know, I might even have to look up the origin as well. But like I heard a little bit part of the origins of the tattletale, and like I will say, it is kind of creepy from the faces they do, because like, you know, just a bunch of jump scares all over the place, you know. One time she came real close to the screen, and like, you know, it looked like she tried to jump scare the screen. But yeah, as you can see, right now, and you know, the furries, even the humans, have to collect these eggs. So like, you know, I'm just saying, maybe the mama tail is the reason for the egg collecting, but I don't know. But I know she's definitely the reason for the ketchup. Like maybe she did like, now I do know she did all these different things for this stuff to happen, like how everything is, and how we just are all running around in this room. So yeah, but like I will say, later on you guys will see me, I go to another game, and the other game over is from the original Tattletale, and so just the area, so it's kind of like the original area of the Tattletale, but there's no labels of the original Tattletale, so you guys might not know what it is. But here you can see I got one egg that's green egg, and all the other eggs I still got to get. But this right here will show you what type of egg you get. Sometimes it has some issues, so it's not always cool, if you guys know. But I will say, um, yeah, Tattletale stuff, seems kind of cool, a little bit. Like, I would like to say, guys, imagine if I had an egg possibly in the game, like just a badge, somewhat, guys. But like, anyway, it's just somewhat, just an add in. Anyway, I'm not saying, but like. I see they got a bunch of other folks in here that are like, so yeah, I just feel like, maybe we could, but like I said, you know what? Never mind. They might not know too much voice lines maybe for me, but anyway, now I might have to say this is almost the end, guys. So yeah, right now, and that right there, I'm about to cross over to the other game. Now, I'll show you guys part 2, which is Toy Tale. Anyway, goodbye, guys. Yeah, I would say Mad Wars, Xbox, no.